Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. My name is Teresa and I make beauty videos once a week, every week. Today is really exciting because I haven't done something like this on my channel yet. And this is a full face using drugstore makeup. I really love drugstore makeup. It's my thing because I'm in school. I ain't got money to go buy a bunch of high-end products all the time, so I do have a very nice collection of drugstore makeup, and I bought a couple more products that I wanted to try out today. So it's kind of like a tutorial slash first impressions slash I don't even know, because some of these products I've never used before and it's my first time using them on camera right now, so you guys get to see how that came out. I wanted to go for a little bit more of a dramatic look, a dramatic like full glam look. Girl, this is not any natural look at all because Noma got natural emerald eyes. No, this is more of a dramatic look for us, for all of us dramatic lovers out there. It's also very smoky and beautiful, and yeah, I love how it came out. Not only will I have the products that I use on the screen, I'm also going to have their prices right underneath it, and then at the end I'll do like a total of how much everything was. Also, I have a giveaway going on my Instagram. I am giving away the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, the Ultimate Glow Kit. I'm also giving away a set of 3 NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, which are probably my favorite matte lipsticks of all time. And also I'm giving away a cute little mud mask. So if you want to enter that, check out my Instagram. My Instagram name will be right here on the screen. It is just TRBeautyXO. I also want to say thank you guys so much for 1,000 followers. It means the world to me. Right now I have about 1,400, so I'm so happy and excited for that. My giveaway will end August 4th, and the winner will be chosen on August 5th, and I'll put it all in there. So if you want to figure out rules to it, I'll have it down below, and also be sure to check it out on my Instagram. That's enough of me talking. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first off I had to prime my face, and for primer I used the E.L.F. Hydrating Face Primer, and it comes in a little tube like this. I got it from Target, and I just applied this just like I would with any other primer. I sprayed it some on my hands, and then I just rubbed it into my skin. I put this all over my face, just rubbing it in with my hands, and then I didn't use like an extra moisturizer because this is supposed to be a hydrating face primer, so I just put that on as both my moisturizer and my primer. After using this, it did feel a little bit greasy on my face, and I didn't really like that feeling too much, but I do think that it helped my makeup apply a little bit more smoothly, and it did hydrate my face a little bit, so I'm definitely happy with this product. However, I didn't like how it kind of made my face feel so hydrated to the point that it was almost greasy. Then after that, it was time for my foundation, and for my foundation, I mixed 2 colors together of the Wet n Wild Photofoucs foundation. So basically, I used the little spatula thingy that it comes with, like that, and I applied that all over my face just to kind of get all this makeup on my face first, and then I blended it out with my beauty blender. After that, I wanted to conceal and contour my face a little bit, and for my concealer, I used the Revlon Colorstay Concealer in the color 02, which is light, and I applied that as little triangles under my eyes, also on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and also on my forehead. And I also applied it on any of my little blemishes that I had that I wanted a little bit more coverage on. And then I took the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Dual-Ended Contour Stick. That is a mouthful, oh my god. And I took the brown contour side of that little stick, which is right here. And what I did with that is I just put that on my cheekbones, like right where I wanted it to be a little bit darker, so I could create that dimension and chisel my face a little bit more. And then I also used it on my forehead by my hairline, and also a little bit on my nose, so you can get a little bit of a nose contour going on. To blend that out, I used my beauty blender, and for the nose contour, I used a little like ColourPop, I think it's like an eyeshadow brush that I got for free. So I was like, why not use it? I think it blended it out really nicely, so I'm very happy with that. Then I put on a little bit of a highlighting stick because I did want to put on another highlighter later on. This is just to kind of, because I want a blinding highlight, I wanted one today. So this is just to kind of put a little base highlight for the other highlight that's going to go on. And it is a cream stick. So basically what I did was I put it on my fingers and then I put it onto my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and on a little bit on my cupid's bow. And I just blend that out with my finger, just dabbing that on my face. Next, I had to set all of my face makeup, and as a setting powder, I used the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Setting Powder in the color 011 Creamy Natural. And I didn't want it to be matte all over my face, so I put it on my under eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and a little bit on my chin. So I didn't go too crazy with that, and I just used a little powder puff to apply it onto my face. From there, I wanted to add a little bit more warmth and color back to my face, and for that I used the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I used an E.L.F. complexion brush, which looks like this. It's the really nice fluffy brush that I love. And I took this, I blended it into my cheekbones in circular motions, up and also up in my hairline. So I put that basically in the same places that I put the Wet n Wild contour stick. I just put the bronzer on there. From there, I wanted to add a little bit more color back to my face, so I used my Milani Baked Blush. I really love this blush because not only did it like add a really pretty like flushed color, but it also added a little bit of highlight and glow because there is like little specks now that I'm looking at it. There's like little specks of like gold in there, which looks so beautiful on the skin. And I applied that with just the same e.l.f. brush, just kind of, I put that on the apples of my cheeks and then I started blending back through my ear. And I used the same brush to kind of blend it with my bronzer a little bit more, just so you have this beautiful like colored complexion. From there, I went to put on some highlight, and I used the E.L.F. Illuminating palette, which I was so surprised actually with this because when I swatch it, it looks a little bit like it's really powdery. But when you blend it out, it gives you a really nice glow on the cheeks. So I used that on my cheekbones today. The bridge of my nose, I really packed it on there. So I love how that looks. And also a little bit of my cupid's bow. And I feel like it blended in really nicely. And the color is so gorgeous. The little E.L.F. Illuminating palette comes with 4 shades. There's like a white, like a creamy white that I used. And there's like a pink color, a more neutral kind of color, and then like a orangey undertoned highlight, which I think is really nice. And I was using this mirror the whole time because it's like you can literally see your whole face in this mirror, so it's like perfect. I could not find any drugstore brow products, so I just used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and I didn't want to do that on camera because it's not a drugstore product, so you don't really have to see how it works. But I just used that to fill in my brows real quick, and then it was on to the eyes. Then for the eyeshadow, I was actually really excited because I used a couple of different products from the drugstore. The first thing I used was the E.L.F. Matte for Matte palette, which is a collection of 2, 4, 6, 8, of 10. Wow, that's a lot. You get 10 matte shades in here. They're more cooler tone neutral shades, so that you have like some nude. This is like a beige, a pink, a light brown, a lighter brown, a brown, dark brown, and it goes all the way to black. So you kind of get more cool tones here. I know that they have a Matte for Matte 2 palette, which also has a little bit more warmer tones. So I decided to use this today because I wanted a cool tone look, because I'm also using an emerald green. So I feel like with warm tones it was a little too warm. I wanted some cool tones to kind of contrast a little bit. So I went into here, and first I took this light brown shade, which is the 4th color in the palette, and I blended that with my Morphe M433 brush right into my crease as a transition color. Then to help build that color, I used the 3rd shade in the palette, which is like a light chocolate brown color, and I blended that right on top of the transition color to continue to deepen that up. Then I went in with the 6th color in the palette, and I blended that, focusing more on the outer corner of the eye because I really wanted that to be super smoky and dramatic. So I kept continuing with that. So I blended that with the color right next to it, so these 2 colors back and forth, just to continue to create a brown smoky eye look. I was actually so surprised with this palette because I was like, oh, it's E.L.F. whatever. But they are really pigmented for their price, and they blend so beautifully, I have to say. And what's it called? Literally, I was tapping into my palette like that, like just like the tiniest little tap, and I had so much pigment on the brush, and they blended really beautifully. Like I said, they look really, really nice in the lid, so I was so happy with this, and especially because it's E.L.F. It's the great price, and it blended really beautifully. So yes, E.L.F. Good job, guys. Come on. After that, this is like the product I was most excited for, and this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chrome. There's a lot of colors to choose from. I got this from Target, and it's this beautiful emerald color. It comes in like a little tube, like a lip gloss would come in. So basically how I applied it is I took straight from the doe foot applicator onto my lid, and then I used like another brush just to kind of blend it, move the product where I wanted it, and I just kind of tapped even more product onto it to really get a bright green color. I really, really like this. They're so pigmented, and like you don't even have to build the color at all. You literally just put a tiny little bit on and you have so much color and pigment. It's so beautiful, and I feel like they look so, like they're chrome, so they look really, really amazing on the lid. Like I feel like the light catches it in all like the perfect ways, and I really think this was like a perfect eye look. If you're looking for something dramatic, these are perfect, but they also have a lot of lighter colors too, so even if you want to do like more natural everyday look, you could probably find a really cool eye chrome to do that with. After that, I wanted a little bit of inner corner highlight, and this is not from the drugstore, but it is a really affordable shadow from Coastal Scents. I did a whole video on Coastal Scents. I will have it linked down below so you guys can watch it, but I just took the shade White Silver, which is my favorite to do an inner corner highlight with, and I took it on a little Morphe brush, my Morphe B83 brush, and I focused that right on the inner corner, and I also blended it on the inner portion of my eye into the green, so it kind of all meshes together and just all blends perfectly. Then on my lower lash line, I took this gray shade in the palette. It's the second to last one in the E.L.F. Matte for Matte palette, if I have to say that. And I blended that on my lower lash line, and also I only went more like 3/4 of my eye, and then like the other fourth is that white color from before, and I feel like it looks really, really nice. I didn't want to do a brown on the under eye because we had brown everywhere else, so I thought that the cool like slate gray color would look really, really cool. Then I went off camera and I applied some lashes from Lash Flawless. If you guys do not know, I'm a brand ambassador for Lash Flawless, and I have a coupon code for you guys. For 10% off their lashes, you can use the code TRBeauty. I will have it right here on the screen. I love their lashes. This is the style Lizzy. I just applied those off camera because I just love how they look, and I just didn't want to use a drugstore one because I already had these. I want to go buy more. But I love these lashes so much. They're a little bit more shorter and natural, but they still look pretty dramatic, which I love. But yeah, you please use my code. It's TRBeauty, and get yourself some awesome lashes, girl. And last but not least, I used some lipstick. This is from Milani. When I used to think of drugstore lipstick, I usually go toward Maybelline, but I wanted to try Milani today. And I used the color 69, which is the color Beauty. And it's this beautiful, like, copper tone nude shade, and I use this all over my lips, of course. Where else would I use lipstick? I mean, come on now. So I used that all over my lips, and I really, really love how it came out. I think it looks really beautiful. And that's it for the look. I really hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more beauty videos every single week. I have so many amazing videos planned for you guys, so be sure that you're subscribed here so you can watch them all. Also, do not forget to enter my giveaway on my Instagram page. I'll have it right here on the screen for you guys. Again, it is TRBeautyXO. If you want the rules and how to enter that, just be sure to visit my Instagram page. Also, if you have any questions on any of the products that I use, just let me know them down below. I love to answer them because I feel like after playing with the products today, I kind of have a good sense of them, and I can answer any questions you guys may have. Also, be sure to hit my notification button so you will never miss one of my posts. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you next week. Just do it, come on.
What?
I want to